Mr. Heffron here, and today we're going to take a look at how to use a spreadsheet to make decisions and make histograms. So I have one already made, ready to go here. What I'm going to do is just going to change it up a little bit. So I've got this random number generator here. So it's going to make 100 math marks for 100 different grade 11s who are taking math. And so to show you what equation I'm using for that, I'll just bring this over. What I did was I'm using a function in spreadsheet where it does a sum, and then it does ran between 5 and 20 5 times. So that way your lowest possible mark would be 5 times 5, which is 25, and your highest mark would be 5 times 20, which is 100. So that's what is possible using that these things. So all I did was I typed in equals sum bracket ran between 5 comma 20 plus, and then I kept doing that, and then closed my bracket off later. So that's how you make fake numbers in a spreadsheet. So then what I did was I took the numbers, right, and I went copy, and then I pasted them, but I didn't want the formulas, so I pasted the values only, and that ended up giving me these numbers. And so here, I'll just show you how that works again. So I'm just going to take these numbers right here, Control C, go over here, Control V. See, I got new numbers now. And then what I did was I checked to see which numbers are level R. So level R would be something that's like below a 50. Level 1's anywhere from 50 to 60. Level 2 is 60 to 70. And then level 3 is 70 to 80. And then level 4 is 80 to 90. And then 90 plus is level 4. So I got those numbers. And then what I did was I took the frequency chart. Right, and if you're going to do this, this is pretty easy. If you don't want to count yourself, I'm using the following function, which I'll show you. I'll just bring it over here. So you can type the following, and I'll just make this nice and big so you can see it. Let's see, there we go. Let's just make that size 16. So this is how you can tell a spreadsheet which numbers to count. So I got equals, and then count if. So if it's going to check if it follows a certain category, and then the range of values. So the range of values was from G4 all the way to K23. And if you put dollar signs in, it keeps it from changing the number on you. And I wanted anything below 50, so that's how I did that one. And then for the next one, okay, so for the next one, if I want to get numbers between, let's see, between 50 and 60, then you have to use another special function, which I'll show you how to use this one if you feel like using it. If you don't want it, you don't have to. And this one is a count FS. It's got a little s. It means it's got more than one if condition. So the same range of values, G4 to K23, but put the dollar signs in. Greater than or equal to 50. And then the same range of values and less than 60. So I'll grab anything from 50 to 60. So that's how you can do that, unless you want to count in your head, right? So, which is perfectly fine as well. So actually, I will copy those formulas over to here, just in case you're looking for them. Right there. There we go. Okay, so that's what they're going to be, just sitting here in case you need to use them. So and I'll just make that a little bit bigger. There we go. And so I'll grab the other one as well, and that way if you want to see how I typed those numbers in, you can check it out right there. Okay, so there we go. So just make that a little bigger as well. That's size 17, so I'll make this size 17 as well. Okay, so now what you want to do then is make a histogram. So you highlight your frequency data, and you go insert, and you go to chart. And if that's a column chart, and then you can see if there's any other charts that you would like to use. So here's a histogram chart right here. So I grab the histogram chart. It's messing things up though, so it's actually better to use the bar chart, which looks like a proper histogram. So that's what I'm going to do right there. So I grab that, and now I've got, and you can see this, I got a single mode. There's one giant hump in the middle right there. So that's great. So I've got that. Then also, if you're just interested, this is calculating standard deviation, calculating mean, the max, the min, and then the range. So you can look up those formulas if you want right there. And then don't worry about this. This was just on the original data, so I could test it out. Okay. So the next one I did was I wanted to do a bimodal distribution for you. So this would be a good example right here. What if you had 50 grade 9 boys and 50 grade 12 boys, and they were doing the bench press, lifting weights, right? Obviously the grade 12s on average would do better. You'd have some strong grade 9s who could outperform some of the weaker grade 12s though. And so I did the same thing. So this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up with the same kind of random numbers that I picked. So I got random numbers between 15 and 40, 5 times for the grade 9, which means they can lift anywhere from 75 pounds to 200 pounds. And then for the grade 12s, I've got random numbers of 30 to 65, so that they can have, on average, lift anything between 150 and 325. So as you can see, a grade 9 up to 200, grade 12 a minimum of 150. And so on average, the grade 12s should outperform the grade 9s in lifting ability. Okay, so that's what I did. I made those numbers, and then I copy and pasted them. And this time I set up a different range. So anything below 100 pounds, 100 to 125, 125 to 150, 150. So you can see the grade 9s are averaging somewhere between 125 and 150, 34 of them. And then the grade 12s, they're averaging somewhere between 225 and 250. And so when I graphed it in the histogram, I got the double hump, right? That's what we're expecting. Then finally, last thing I did was, how about we do a fashion quiz? So on average, most women would be better, or females would be better at fashion quizzes than most males, but not everybody, right? But just on average, it's just a generalization. So in that case here, I thought, hey, how about females would probably score anywhere from 50 to 100, where males would score anywhere from 10 to 100, right? Of course, there's going to be some males that can still score 100, right? So in that case, when I came up with my fake numbers, I'm going from 50 to 100 for the females, and for the males, I'm going from 10 to 100 instead, right? And so that's what I'm doing there. And so this is going to give me a skewed single mode. So you can see, because there's more females than males, we're going to get more knowledge of fashion than normal. Now, just to give you an idea how to do these special calculations in a spreadsheet, I have some sample numbers. So here I have 7 sample numbers, and over here I have 8 sample numbers right here. And this is just to go through how we do this. Okay. So if you wanted to take these numbers, then the middle number is definitely a 7. So the median would be 7. There's 2 7s, but that's the only thing that repeats itself. So the mode will be 7. If you want to know how many 6s there are, there's 1, right? It's right there. If I count the number of numbers, I got 7 numbers. If I add them all up, there's 52. So this is how to type those formulas into the spreadsheet to make that work. Where this numbers start off at B79, and they go to B85 right there. So then I have another example with 8 sample numbers, and this time, look at this. I got 2 6s and I got 3 8s. So 8 is the mode, although in reality this should be a bimode, right? So and when I add these up, they add up to 54. When I count them, there's 8 numbers. The average is going to be, add them all up, divide by, so that's 54 divided by 8, which is 6.75. The median, I'm going to take the 2 middle numbers and average them, so I'm going to get 7.5. Mode is 8, although really I would say this is a bimodal. And how many 6s? There was 2. And this is how to use the special functions in the spreadsheet down below to do that. Okay, so there you go. Read through this spreadsheet if you like, and you can use it as a template, and you can grab stuff from this to do your work. And hopefully this will help you out. Okay.